think we're set. Good evening and welcome to our Celebration of Excellence. I'm Christine Del Pozo, the principal here at the high school, and we want to start off sharing a little bit about what Celebration of Excellence means. So if you were able to get a program when you came in, on the back side is kind of our brief overview of what it means to be a student celebrated tonight for their excellence. So we have a variety of categories that we choose from for students to earn one of the awards that's given out this evening. We have a student who is self-directed learners, demonstrating creativity, maintaining high standards, and showing an inquisitive nature within the classroom and the community. So tonight is our opportunity to recognize those students for their excellence in the classroom setting. And you will have an opportunity to hear from a variety of representatives from our different departments at our school. We also have some outside awards that we are going to be giving this evening. And we are actually going to start off with one of those first. If I could have Mr. Jesse Hayes come up for an Air Force Award.
As we get set to start this evening, will the following students please meet Mrs. Coombs on the right side of the stage? Hannah Peterson, Ethan Eichler, Connor Dahlberg, Sean Bladick, Chance Hogstad, and Charles Rhodes. Please meet Ms. Coombs on the right side of the stage.
Okay, hi. So if you're looking at your program, I am not Tracy, but I do have a few words that Tracy asked me to speak in her stead, and I am certainly glad to be here, so good evening to everyone. And I certainly don't want to stand up here by myself, so I'm going to call Hannah Pedersen to come on stand up here next to me, please. And we'll make this happen. My name is Jesse Hayes, and I am an admissions liaison officer for the United States Air Force Academy and a graduate of the class of 1985. It is my honor to represent the Air Force and the Space Force and present Hannah Pedersen with her appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. Now, the Academy is also known as the USAFA. Okay, so USAFA is one of the top institutions of higher education in the country. Appointments to USAFA are very competitive, and successful applicants are in the top 10% of all high school students in the nation. USAFA, and to be selected, they must be demonstrating great academic excellence, the highest level of character, and superior leadership skills. Additionally, candidates must receive a nomination from a member of their United States congressional team. So Hannah is one of only 1,220 candidates who were offered appointments to the class of 2026. An appointment to USAFA is the equivalent of a full ride scholarship to a top-tier university with all the expenses paid, to include tuition, housing, food, books, medical, dental benefits, and a monthly paycheck. In all, the appointment is valued at $440,000. Okay, so congratulations, young lady. And for what I understand, she is well deserving. She excelled academically while taking honors in AP classes. She earned Student Excellence Awards in physics and history and made honor roll all 4 years. She has demonstrated a drive to succeed and leadership on the varsity volleyball team at her previous high school and with the Stanwood track and field team. Beyond academics, she is a Taekwondo student instructor. Scared of you, girl? Say it. All right. She served as vice president of a military youth leadership and community service club and helped freshmen adjust to Stanwood High School as a link crew leader. That's wonderful. So, in addition, Hannah works at the, is it Kama Beach Cafe? All right. And on the weekends, and volunteers at the Stanwood Thrift Store and Food Bank. So wonderful, wonderful service to the community. Now, Hannah plans to major in foreign area studies and aspires to either be a pilot or intelligence officer after graduation. And just between you and me, you could do both if you want, okay? After a rigorous 4 years of academic and leadership development, she will graduate with a Bachelor's of Science, a degree, and earn a commission as a second lieutenant in either the United States Air Force or the Space Force, depending on her choice. As a military officer, Hannah will make a difference in the lives of those that she leads, influence those she encounters, and will execute global operations that will affect world events. Hannah has a bright future, and as she takes off on this great adventure, and for her, the sky is not a limit. All right. So therefore, on behalf of the President of the United States of America, Hannah Pedersen, I hereby appoint you a cadet, all right, in the United States Air Force class of 2026. Congratulations. All right. So next in line is a Rotary Award by Hans Eckelson. Come on up.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to be here. My name is Hans Eskilsson. I'm the president of the Stanwood Camano Rotary Club. It's an honor to be here today because normally when we do these student of the quarter, we call it, or student recognitions from the Stanwood Rotary, there's a couple requirements. Typically, we make them come to a Rotary meeting with their parents and then have them speak to their parents. We decided to not have them speak to their parents and to the whole Rotary Club today. So unless you want them to, and that's up to you guys. So no. The Rotary Club does a couple things that we want to make sure that you are aware of. The Rotary Club is an intricate part to making sure that kids have materials such as coats. We gave away over 800 coats to kids who were in need this last year. We also want to make sure that kids from being born up to the age of 5 can receive a book each month for free through our Imagination Library program. And lastly, we also want to make sure that we help kids not just in our community, but also abroad. And so in Copan, Honduras, we help a whole community of kids receive an opportunity to receive education. And that is from building a schoolhouse to books to everything they need so that they can receive an education and go to college. There's over 1 million members of us, but in our community we have 30 strong, and I'm just excited to announce these winners. It was picked by each school, by the administration, and by the staff. And so, without further ado, the students of the quarter of the high school is Connor Dahlberg. If you'd like to come forward. Don't be shy. Okay, he's not here. Okay. And then Ethan Eichler. So come on. Can you just wait a second too? All right, we'll make sure Connor gets this. But we are, again, very appreciative that we were able to do these awards in front of all of you. At this time, we will go ahead and turn the time now over to the Erisy family for their presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we go through the evening, we will be pre-staging folks over on that right side of the stage. So as we get set for our next set of awards, will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Audrey Baldwin, Maya Holloway, Jeremiah Jenkins, Katie Martin, Cassandra Mogulson, Emily Murray, Finnan O'Malley, Brody Raz, Garrett Walker, Winston West, and Twyla Zoloff.
Good evening. We would like to ask the following recipients of the Austin Erisy Foundation Award to join us on stage. Sean Bladek, Chance Hockstad, and Charles Rhodes. And just please stand right here for a sec. As Austin's brother, I would like to say a few things about the awards and recipients as they make their way to the stage. Austin was skilled at welding and auto mechanics, a hard worker, kind, respected his peers, and found great success being employed and loved everything about cars. He struggled in academics and found value in employment. It is because of Austin's story and our experience that our foundation believes all students should be eligible for financial awards upon graduation. Some of you may choose to go into the military or to take some time off prior to pursuing college and or jump right into a career. No option beyond high school or without hardships and financial impact. Life outside of academics will be challenging. We believe that challenges you may have faced in academics teaches you valuable skills to navigate the world both personally and professionally. It gives you a template to know how to work through things that will become a challenge in your future that many of others may not have experienced yet. Those of you standing on stage tonight were nominated for your awards by your teachers and employers. We agree with those that nominated you, and you have worked hard to accomplish a great deal. Each of you are well on your way to a successful life. I wish you the best and excited to see what life takes you. Congratulations, guys.
All right, well, the following.
You want to do short? I got it. Lily, I'd like to ask or to welcome Jenna Keller to announce the award for English accomplishments.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Aubrey Baldwin, Riker Bellis, Mackenzie Levi, Ryan Mitchell, Jordan Van Houten, Zachary Woods, Val Van Veen, Cole Tweeter, Charles Rhodes, and Piper Harden.
Hi, I'm Jean Kelly, representing the English department. Only have 4 of you? Okay. That's okay, you're going to hear them all. So in the English department, we're all about words, the written word and the spoken word. Students that excel in English language arts understand the power of words, how when the right word is in the right phrase, the thoughts behind those words can catch fire. Students in the English language arts programs are readers. They read for entertainment, they read to know, they read to understand. Students that excel in English language arts are actively engaged in their learning. Their growth is more important than the grade. These students respond positively to feedback. They understand that to grow, they must be challenged, and that they must persevere through those challenges. The students that are being recognized tonight for excellence in English language arts are writers, readers, thinkers, and learners. The following students are being recognized for excellence in their respective course, and I'm going to read them all. For Basic English 9, we have Brody Raz. For English 9, we have Maya Holloway. For English 10, we have Garrett Walker. For Honors English 10, we have Cassandra Muggleston. For Language CD, we have Jeremiah Jenkins. English 11, we have Audrey Baldwin. For College Prep English 11, we have Finnan O'Malley. For AP Language and Composition, we have Twyla Zoloff. For Language EF, we have Katie Martin. For English 12, we have Winston West. And for College Prep English 12, we have Emily Murray. And those are our recipients.
As we get set here, will Daniel Blue, Ella Jung, Grady Roberts, Megan Stolk, Grayson Pierce, Val Van Veen, and Peyton Moore please make your way to the right side of the stage.
I'd like to introduce part of our agricultural team, Daryl Main, Margaret Olson, and Chris Carlson.
You actually have all four of us. Even Mike Hogan's here tonight. We're doing good. As a member of the agriculture program here teacher of the agriculture program here at Stanwood High School, we are very fortunate in that we have a lot of wonderful students who are involved in our program. And for all of us, we have activities that go beyond the simple sit at the desk and do the work projects that we might find in every class, because we're very frequently dealing with hands-on activities and skills that take the kids' learning to the next level. And so we're here tonight to recognize students who have achieved higher recognition within our classes. I teach animal science and veterinary science, and all the kids that we choose for these awards, the kids that I've chosen, do an excellent job in class. They always have their work done. It's always on time, and it's always wonderful. In fact, these are the kids that always say, what else needs to be done? What do we need to do? And that's one of the things I think as an employer out there, you can appreciate the fact that these kids are taking that extra step and going beyond. But very frequently, these kids have gone a little more than just a little bit beyond. Mackenzie Levi, who's our animal science student of the year, she is not here tonight. She is involved in 4 different career development event activities, and she has a horse project at home. So she's a very active individual. Our veterinary science student of the year is, again, one of those students that's always working hard to achieve and trying to do the most perfect job she can. And she helps me out with one thing that I can't do. I'm not an artist. So when it comes to how we can put things together and make things look good, I always turn to Jordan, and I really appreciate her help on that. Next we have Daryl Main.
So this year's been an absolute joy to teach these young men and women. Tonight I have one individual, or 3 individuals. This individual is a student that I count on every day. He comes early, he stays late. There's never a task that he's not willing to do, but also the pride in his work is amazing. I don't really have to check on him. I know he's going to do it right. He'll do what needs to be done, ask questions. An absolute, again, joy to teach. Very proud of him. He's going to be in the workforce, and he's going to have a very bright future. Depending which way he goes, he's going to go out and experience different facets of the industries. And so I'd like to award Outstanding Ag Mechanics student to Val Van Veen. The next individual that I have is a young man that, through these last couple years and trying to teach welding on a computer, which was a stretch. And this young man came in this year and always had a desire to weld and just took it and ran. And he was coming in. I've been here for 34 years, and I will tell you right now, I probably haven't had a student weld to the level this young man is welding today. And I'm really excited for him. He started a couple months ago with a gleam in his eye to go on to college, and he researched and found a place, and he's on his way to Wyoming to a welding school. And I know that this young man, looking at the talent that he has, the drive that he has, the passion for the industry he has chosen, we're going to see some really big heights out of him and some success. And I want to congratulate Charles Rhodes for the Outstanding Welder Award. And I don't see this young man here, but I'm going to talk about him. This young man is another person that kind of fits that mold where no matter what I need there, and he is an individual that just goes out and gets the job done. and he's an outstanding fabricator. They all have that skill set, but this young man really stood out, I feel, in this way, and that he really enjoys fabricating and building. And I'd just like to recognize him. He's unable to be here. I think he's probably driving a tractor on a farm up in Mount Vernon right now. But Cole Tweeter for outstanding fabricator. I'd like to now introduce Chris Carlson.
Well, thank you, Daryl. Tonight I'm recognizing our freshman Ag Science Student of the Year and our Natural Resources Student of the Year. First, I'll start off with the outstanding freshman in Ag Science. Tonight's award goes to Ryan Mitchell, who I don't believe is here tonight, but 3 phases of our department are the supervised ag experience, which is their project beyond the high school experience, classroom experience, and of course their FFA involvement. And Ryan excels in all of those areas, and so she's our winner for an outstanding freshman ag science student of the year, and I'll make sure that she gets this. In likewise fashion, I'd like to introduce Riker Bellis as our outstanding natural resources student. Riker is somebody who is a leader in my 5th period natural resources class, always wanting to do more, always excelling academically, always working very hard. It seems like he's got about 20 different things in life, and I don't know how he balances everything. You know, he goes from like our team practices for FFA to maybe to track practice, and after that he's got hockey practice, and after that he's got like lacrosse practice. I don't know how he keeps it all together, but he's an amazing young man, and I'm very honored to be able to give him this award tonight. At this time, I'd like to introduce the backbone, the man, the legend behind our greenhouse, Mr. Mike Hogan.
Well, you can certainly tell someone's retiring this year. I teach horticulture and plant science, which is a biology class, life science, and it's hard to apply books to life because it never looks quite the same. This student, though, takes it a mile farther. What he does is he takes what we learn in class, runs out to the greenhouse with my keys, comes back, and he's got a handful of leaves with insects on them. He says, "What are these?" Well, they're aphids. And what are we going to do with them? And trying to talk to, trying to show, just showing me excitement of, I just talked about these insects. No one else, everybody else is kind of, oh my gosh, insects again. But this student actually got excited about it and started bringing other students into it. "Yeah, don't you understand?" he'd say. "These are giving live birth." And their eyes go up. "Live birth? Yeah, they're born pregnant and all this. No wonder we have such a problem with insects sometimes." This student took the education miles and miles ahead of a lot of other students, and I'd like to award this outstanding in horticultural science to Zachary Woods. And he tells me I've got some tubers for dahlias that he's been growing. He grows several different varieties, so I'm kind of excited to see that. And yeah, he's got some for you too, Laura. This other person's not here today. She's part of my greenhouse floral and nursery class. That's in the afternoon when we're getting ready for the plant sale. And if anybody got a chance to come, new greenhouses, new ways of trying to grow plants, it was a huge success. We had a blast, and anytime I had to be gone, I had a handful of students that I could trust, but this person absolutely put her on the top of the list. The plants were watered, cared for, checked, and I could be assured that on a Friday they were watered so that they'd make it through the weekend, and I'd come back Monday and I wouldn't have a bunch of dead, dried plants. And this person right here, who's not here tonight, is Audrey Baldwin. And at this time, I'd like to call up Daryl Main to give the next award.
So tonight I'm going to be giving out an award for the Culinary Arts program for Mr. Wallace. And when I was asked to do this, I looked at the recipient, and I have this individual in my class as well. And this is an individual that's a leader through and through, passion in all facets of what she is involved in. A leader, she's in a class of all boys in my class, and she keeps those guys in line. And she demands the best out of them. She demands the best out of herself. And so when I talked to Chef, Mr. Wallace, he kind of told me the same thing I see. In his program, she comes in, she does the program in culinary arts, she asks him for recipes, and he said she's the one that takes those recipes home, cooks and prepares that recipe, tells him how that worked out, gives a report on it, and just is very, very excited in that field. And so tonight I'm honored to award the Culinary Student of the Year to Piper Harden. I'd like to now introduce for woodshop achievement, Miss Carolyn Coombs.
Will the following individuals please make your way to the right side of the stage? Chloe Corbett, Addison Groves Berner, Tony Racine, and Brooklyn Skansen.
Well, hello. I am going to present awards tonight for Tech Ed, Woodshop, and Health Sciences. And so I'm doing this for a couple of the teachers who know way more about these programs. So I'm going to read specifically what's on the award and the person who's getting them. Daniel Blue for robotics. From Mr. Hansen's class, Ella Jung, Engineering Design 2, from Mr. Hansen's class. Grady Roberts, CAD-CAM. Megan Stooley, Engineering Design 1. And then Woodshop, if I can have Grayson Pierce come up for Beginning Woodworking in Mr. Mather's class. Wout Van Veen for Advanced Woodworking, Mr. Mather. And then if I could have Peyton Moore come on up for Mr. Brennan's CTE Health Services class. Just like all the other presenters have said, these students, we have a lot of students in these programs. I've had a chance to be in the wood shop this year, and it's an amazing wood shop. It's also amazing to see kids working and creating. And this year we've had some really, really neat things come out of the wood shop and also in the engineering and robotics program. So I would like you to give a round of applause to these students. Thank you.
All right. Will Blake Almanza, Kinley Ashcroft, Kaylee Bookshins, Madison Burnham, Savannah Comer, Ruby Cunningham, Isabella Dorch, Fabian Varsto, Emma Floyd, Miranda Gonzalez, Madeline Husser, Sean Libby, Daniel McPherson, Mackenzie Mace, Chloe Sandiford, Jack Shimuzu, and Quinn Willer. Please make your way to the stage.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce George Colby to give the business awards.
Good evening. My name is George Colby, and I teach student leadership and work with students in our business department here at Stanwood High School. Tonight's program is dedicated to celebrating excellence in our students. And this evening, I will ask you to join me as I honor 4 students, one from each from student leadership, student government, Stanwood FBLA, and our business and marketing program. And I graduated from Stanwood High School myself in '86. I served a term there as a chaplain's assistant in the Army before I went on to earn my teaching degree from Central in '94. And this is my 28th year of being here. And I consider what I get to do a real privilege and honor. So let's start with Addison. I have selected this young lady as my choice for Leadership 1 Student of the Year. In our class, Addison consistently demonstrates the characteristics and attributes of a young leader. She is creative, intelligent, and provides exceptionally thoughtful responses. And Addison will serve next year on our ASB advertising team as well. Addison competed at FBLA State this year and will earn a first-year varsity letter for her efforts. Please join me in celebrating the excellence of Addison Groves Berner as a Leadership 1 Student of the Year. Next up, Tony Racine has been a student leadership powerhouse since I first met him while interviewing 8th grade students who had an interest in serving on our freshman leadership council. Tony has served as both the 9th grade and 10th grade class president and is currently serving as our ASB president at Stanwood High School. Tony's peers have voted him to serve a second term as ASB Pres, and for that I'm very thankful. I find Tony to be exceptionally motivated, inquisitive, and has a unique capacity to inspire others to join him. I personally believe that Tony is an excellent role model to both students and staff at our school, and Tony's daily efforts make Stanwood High School a better place for students and staff, and I'm thankful for his leadership capacity. So please join me in celebrating the excellence of Tony Racine as a Leadership 2 Student of the Year. Chloe Corbett earns the Stanwood FBLA Student of the Year Award. Chloe is a highly successful member and competitor of our chapter and has competed at FBLA State for the past 2 years. Chloe earned the opportunity to represent Stanwood High School at FBLA Nationals both last year and this year. And this June, she'll be joining me and 5 other Stanwood competitors in Chicago. And I would also like to point out that Chloe placed at FBLA State, excuse me, in all of her events both last year and this year as well. That's amazing. In addition to her achievements in FBLA, Chloe has served this year as a class officer for the sophomore class as secretary. Chloe currently serves as our FBLA chapter president and has done an outstanding job recruiting and mentoring new members as they prepare to compete. Chloe is a highly intelligent, very professional, and loves to compete. She has excellent communication skills, and I'm thankful for Chloe and her leadership this year in Stanwood FBLA. Chloe will earn a second-year varsity letter award for her efforts this year at FBLA State. So please join me as we celebrate the excellence of Chloe as a Stanwood FBLA Student of the Year. And next and last, I would like to recognize Brooklyn Scanzen as a recipient of the Business and Marketing Student of the Year. Brooklyn has demonstrated her understanding of business and marketing principles. Excuse me. Her assignments and completed projects are very, very clear. They're very insightful and very creative as well. As a competitive member of Stanwood FBLA, Brooklyn has earned the opportunity to represent Stanwood High School in Chicago as well. And Brooklyn has earned a first-year varsity letter award for her efforts at FBLA State. So please join me as we honor Brooklyn Scanzen as my choice for the Business and Marketing Student of the Year. Next, I would like to introduce Allison Dickinson from our math department.
Will the following students please meet Mrs. Coombs over there on the right side of the stage? Aurora Fleck, Andrew Gibson, Jordan Van Putten, Cole Barron, Connor Dahlberg, Faith Dilworth, Chayton Graham, Abby Hagelin, Kaylee Lyons, Jaden Yee, Laurel McPhee, and Kristen Ronning.
Okay, I am Allison Dickinson, and I'm here representing the math department. So as a math department, we have chosen a group of students who represent excellence in math. For us, excellence is so much more than a test score or a grade. These students have demonstrated outstanding work in their math classes, and they all share some common characteristics. They are hardworking and role models for their classmates. They have perseverance and embrace challenging problems. They make mistakes and they learn from them. They are excellent problem solvers and think mathematically, and they always have a positive attitude. So we would like to congratulate all these students on their achievement. So I'm going to read your name, and you can come up and grab your certificate. Okay, so first we have, for pre-calculus, Blake Almanza. For honors geometry, we have Kenley Ashcroft. For math 2, we have Kaylee Brookshaughness. For algebra 1, we have Madison Burnham. For pre-algebra, Savannah Comer. For modified algebra 1A, we have Ruby Cunningham. For math analysis, we have Bella Dorch. Construction geometry, Fabian Evaristo. For AP statistics, Emma Floyd. For intensified algebra, we have Nereda Gonzalez Aparicio. For AP Calculus BC, Madeline Husser. For geometry, Sean Libby. For honors algebra 2, Danielle McPherson. For modified algebra 1B, Mackenzie Mace. For algebra 2, Chloe Santaford. For math 3, Jack Shimizu. And for AP Calculus AB, Quinn Weller. So we can give everybody one more round of applause. Good job. And up next, I would like to introduce Laura Azeltine with the Art Achievement.
Here they come. Hello. I'm Laura Azeltine, visual arts teacher here at Stanwood High School. And I was thinking I should probably make this short and sweet, so I really did. And I thought, instead of saying something totally individual about each of these kids, I would just, actually I didn't know how I was going to go about it, but I thought, well, what the heck, I'm going to go online. So I looked up what it means to be a real artist, or what art means. And so the noun is something that is created with imagination and skill, and that's beautiful or that expresses important ideas or feelings. And these three students are all exceptional artists. Unfortunately, two of them I met this year, and normally I probably would have known them for at least 3 or 4. But anyway, my artist of the year is Jordan Van Putten. I guess she helps other teachers with art as well. And then my glass artist of the year, I get her again, Aurora Fleck. And then Andrew Gibson is the ceramic artist of the year. So we've got Jordan, who's kind of glows with every medium that I hand to her. And then we've got Aurora, who excels in stained glass, fused glass, mosaic, and also helps other people. Jordan does the same thing. And then Andrew is not in actually my class this year, but he's part of the lunch crew outside the art room. One of the ones that probably lived there if he could. And all 3 of them joined us at Culture Night the other night. So they're all wonderful people, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to meet them. So anyway, so Jordan Van Putten. And I'm going to announce 2 of my partners in crime, Andrew Brodeen and Eric Ronning.
Will the following individuals please make your way to the right side of the stage? Taylor Bradshaw, Kayla Dong, Mason Ferguson, Gwen Iko, Mattia Ingram, Owen Kepler, Rory Polson, Nicole Surdick, and Nathaniel Westerfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is AJ Brodeen, and I work with the bands here at Stanwood High School. And this year, like every year, is just a fantastic year to be making music with such fantastic people in the classes, just everywhere. In all of the classes in the percussion studio and in all the wind bands and the jazz band, we've just got fantastic students. But we're here to recognize high achievement and those who go above and beyond and the extra mile. So we're going to start with one award that I use to award to usually the concert band. This year it's in symphonic band. Because we didn't have concert band class. So we're recognizing a student who, as we've been together, we've been playing with all of our students, wind band students, together in one ensemble. But over the course of the year, one of those symphonic band students has separated themselves out from the pack and has earned solos over some of the older students in the group, and just continues to work hard and show up and just be amazing every day in class and outside of class at the many different venues that we go to perform. So this year's Band Director's Award is awarded to Faith Dilworth. We now have a few most inspirational that we have the kids vote on. A lot of times these are seniors, and this year is no exception. All 3 are seniors in the 3 different phases of the game that we have in the program: jazz band, the wind bands, and then also the percussion studio. So the first one that we're going to talk about, actually I'm going to talk about the ones that are not here real quick first. So jump into our percussion studio. Just a fantastic performer and a leader in my program and in other programs. The most inspirational percussionist this year is Mr. Connor Dahlberg. I will get that to him. Then we have a most inspirational in our wind band classes. This is somebody who is always playing, is always in the band room and making up music or recording music or finding new ways to make music electronically or acoustically. This is somebody who just continues to amaze us, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's back as a synth tech or some other sort of staff in a couple of years once he's taken some years in college. So the most inspirational in our wind ensemble is Chayton Graham. And for our last student voted most inspirational in the jazz band, we have somebody who actually was not on this jazz band roll at the beginning of the year, and about halfway through the year was like, hey, do you need some more saxophone? And like more saxophone players in the jazz band? And I was like, yeah, I mean, we'd love to have more jazz saxophone players. And she's like, oh, well, sign me up. And she just starts coming to school at 6:30 in the morning, which is extremely early for high school students. And has been bouncing back and forth between two different instruments based on what we need for specific things. So it's with great pride that I announce that Kaylee Lyons is our most inspirational in jazz band. So we've got a couple of awards here that we have these big fancy plaques for, and we have some history with these plaques. They're going back, the earliest one on here is in the 70s, 1975, and so these have been awards that are kind of storied. We have one, this is the John Philip Sousa Award for Band Achievement Overall, and then there's also the Louis Armstrong Award for Jazz Achievement. So we'll talk about the jazz achievement first. This man is, a young man is somebody who is like, hey, we need a soloist, or hey, can you make something up here to just like fill the spaces here? Or hey, would you consider playing in pep band on your guitar? And so, of course, it's our guitarist in jazz band. That is Mr. Cole Barron, has earned this Louis Armstrong Award for achievement over and above what is needed and what is expected, because he's just awesome. Last but certainly not least is our John Philip Sousa Award for overall excellence in the program. And this is going to someone who has been termed the front ensemble section leader, but I would like to say that he is the pit boss, because pit is another way to refer to the front ensemble. And so a person in the rhythm section playing bass for us for a great many years. We are going to be it's going to be very difficult to find people to jump into those shoes, but we're going to have to find a way. So this is the John Philip Sousa Award for someone who's just all the time early, setting up not his stuff, setting up everybody's stuff for them all the time. This is Jaden Yee, our John Philip Sousa Award winner. Take some photos with it, and then give it back to me at the end of the night.
So I can't keep this in my room?
No, you can't keep it in your room. So we will then engrave those and get those hanging somewhere. Okay. With that, I'm going to hand it over to my esteemed colleague, Mr. Eric Ronning, for choir excellence.
I have the honor and privilege to give these fine young people some awards this evening in the choir department. We have a couple of awards that are nominated and voted on by the students themselves, a class MVP for the different choirs. And we're going to begin with the jazz ensemble with an award that goes to a sophomore who stepped in and has been somebody who has really brought a lot of ability, somebody who really has a great harmonizing skill, a great ear. And when I was out for a week with an unexpected COVID result, right before a show, she stepped in and played piano and led the class through all of that in an amazing fashion. Miss Abby Hagland. Chamber Choir Award goes to somebody that I would just simply say is a spark plug. Somebody that has been that I've got a chance to work with in choir for 3 years. And again, I'm going to say this was nominated by the students because this is a person that I've actually known for 18 years, my daughter, Kristen Ronning. And for my final award that I'm giving out is the Choir Director's Award. And I wanted to give it to somebody who's been a part of choir for 4 years, and this particularly difficult 4 years for performing arts. When it was virtual choir time and sending in recordings that you did in your own room by yourself, listening to this and recording it on your phone and sending it in and multi-tracking it back into a choir that never actually ever sang together. I'm just going to simply say that I always got those assignments back first from the award winner tonight, Miss Laurel McPhee. Congratulations. And now I'm going to pass it over to Science Awards, Mr. Ryan Ingram.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Sean Bladick, Connor Dahlberg, Grayson Hammond, Jacob Hawkins, Elizabeth Medina, Emily Ohava, Alejandro Solano, Nathaniel Westerfield, Grace Winter, and Gloria Wong.
All right. My name's Ryan Ingram, and I am very, very excited to be here, a part of this amazing school. Learning as my first year here, what it means to be a Spartan is really pretty special. And you can see this with the amazing accomplishments and everything that's been going on with tonight and all the students. So tonight we get to celebrate thinkers. In the science department, we have a vast number of different specialties and things that we offer in the science department, and it's very exciting to see that we continue to push in different areas. As students grow and they understand and they start to experience some of the different areas of science, you tend to see people that specialize. I hear, I hate biology, but I love physics, or I really like plants, but space, eh. And that's the cool thing about our department, is we are able to help students younger years kind of experience a variety of things and then help push them, guide them, I guess, towards some specialties. There are many, many students that do very well in our classes. They know what the powerhouse of the cell is, right? Mitochondria. They know what's going on Mars. They know some things about the very, H2O and how it reacts with various things. But what sets these individuals apart is their thinking and their innovative, creative thought. And at the beginning of our classes, we talk about creativity, and most people have this big division between creative thought and science. And we try to express that the most maybe famous scientists, the innovators, they're the creatives, and they're the ones that are able to ask questions and go beyond. So yes, they have amazing grades in science, but they're the ones that we've noticed that go beyond and think and ask those questions that probe a little deeper than just the powerhouse of the cell, but know and ask, how does the mitochondria have DNA in it, and only from the mother, and go beyond like that. So I'm pleased to announce tonight's winners for our various subjects. When I announce your name, come on up, take your award, and smile for the cameras, and you come back. All right, in chemistry, our award winner, Taylor Bradshaw. In physics, Kayla Jong. In AP chemistry, Mason Ferguson. In biology, Gwen Geeko. In science explorations, Matea Ingram. In AP Physics 1, Owen Kepler. In AP Biology, Rory Polson. In Forensic Science, Nicole Serdick. In Honors Astronomy and Geology, Nathaniel Westerfield. All right, give one more round of applause for these Science Award winners. It's my pleasure to bring up Ms. Jessica Bridgman for Health and Fitness Achievements.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Natalie Alexander, Jamie Bartlett, Annalie Bates, Madeline Hewitt, Carter Rosencrans, Summer Stevenson, Quinn Weller, and Nate Westerfield.
Hello, my name is Jessica Bridgman, and I'll be representing the Health and Physical Education Awards. Each year we are given the opportunity to recognize our standout health and physical education students who exemplify what it means to be active leaders. These award winners have worked diligently in our classes, always putting forth their best effort and leading by both their actions and their words. Positive, respectful, kind, hardworking, helpful, persistent, and energetic are just a few of the words that can be used to describe how these students lead in our classes, online and in person every day. The teachers in our Health and Physical Education Department are honored to teach these students and would like to thank them for their efforts in our classes. The first award that I will represent for recreational sports will be Sean Bladek. Our next award is for team sports, and that is Connor Dahlberg. Our Spartan Fitness Award goes to Grayson Hammond. Our Freshman Physical Education Award will go to Jacob Hawkins. Our Weight Training Award goes to Lizbeth Medina. Our Assist Physical Education Award goes to Emily Olheva. They're a little out of order. Our Assist Peer Tutor goes to Grace Winter. Our Competitive Team Sports goes to Alejandro Solano. Our ninth grade weight training goes to Nathaniel Westerfield. And our health award goes to Gloria Wan. those are Health and Physical Education Awards. And it looks like we have next our World Language Achievement with Claudia Holm and Jackie McGuire.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Roden Andrew, Cassandra Bjorkland, Jonathan Hageland, Savannah Jones, Ella Zhang, Lindsay Corey, Tomas Murillo, Carlos Olveras, Amber Sandoval, and Lane Taylor.
Willkommen und guten Abend.
Bienvenidos y buenas noches.
My name is Claudia Holm and I'm the German teacher here at Stanwood High School.
And I am Jackie McGuire, and I am one of the Spanish teachers representing the Spanish department tonight.
Our World Languages Department awards go to students who exemplify academic excellence in all 4 areas of communication in the target language: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Additionally, they demonstrate a strong interest in the German or Spanish language and culture, and that is reflected in excellent class participation, as well as the desire to connect with and communicate in the target language outside the classroom.
We are honored to award the following students for their excellence in German. The award for top first-year German student goes to Carter Rosenkrantz. The top second-year German student award goes to Maddie Hewitt. German 3 Student of the Year goes to Anna Lee Bates. And for 4th year German Student of the Year, Jamie Bartlett.
And it is our pleasure to announce this year's outstanding Spanish students. The award for top first-year Spanish student goes to Nate Westerfield. The top second-year Spanish student award goes to Summer Stevenson. The award for top Spanish 3 student goes to Quinn Weller. And the top 4th-year Spanish student award goes to Natalie Alexander. Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Felicidades a todos.
Another round of applause.
Oh, and shall we have one more round of applause for the another round?
And now to present the awards for achievement in social studies is Mr. Sean Cunningham.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Andy Linich, Karen Sederberg, Jamie Bartlett, Jada Timmer, Jalil Williams, Andrew Lebugan, and Savannah Jones.
All right, good evening. Thanks for everyone for coming out tonight. It's awesome to see all these students being recognized in the variety of fields. It's a pleasure for me to see a lot of my students in here tonight. It's really rewarding just to see them being recognized. So I'm representing the Social Studies Department, and collectively, these are students that have been honored by the department, and the staff members selected these individuals based on some common themes that we see with these students. Just so you are aware, students in social studies and history, they pursue the stories behind the figures that transformed our history, the movements that led to global change, the foundations of our democracy, and the moments that brought greater attention to equality and opportunity in our world. And each of these students standing up here tonight are a strong reflection of that curiosity and the interest that allows them to thrive in the respective social studies classes that they're recognized for tonight. They take an active interest in their discipline and exhibit the critical thinking skills that are necessary to achieve in these areas, and therefore garner the attention and recognition of our department. So we're just going to go through these by class, and I know some of them aren't here, but we'll recognize their name anyways. For senior CWP, that would be Rio or Riordan Andrew. For sociology, Cassidy Bjorklund. For civics, Jonathan Haglund. For AP Comparative Government, Savannah Jones. For Honors U.S. History, Ella Young. For U.S. History, Lindsay Curry. For World History, Tomas Murillo. For Psychology, Carlos Oliveras. For AP U.S. History, it's my class, Amber Sandoval. And for AP European History, Lane Taylor. All right, let's give these guys a great round of applause again for their achievements. And up next for Miscellaneous Awards, Angela. We good? Angela Jones, here we go.
Will the following individuals please make your way to the right side of the stage? Natalie Alexander, Ava Cook, Samantha Fazard, Ella Hybe, Matlin Miller, Hannah Peterson, Kristen Ronning, Gabriel Talbert Hunt, Allison Dahl, Brent Gilbertson, and Jada Timmer.
Okay, hi, I'm Angela Jones, and I'm here giving out Miscellaneous Awards. So it's representing two different programs, a class, and some extra stuff. So I'm going to start with the programs. And first, I'm very honored to recognize these individuals. They don't really fit into specific categories, but they have done outstanding work in their areas of study. So first is Andy Lenich, representing the ILC program. And then next I have Andrew Labugin, was representing the ASSIST program. And finally I have Karen Sederberg representing Career Choices. I don't know if any of them are here. All right, so we're all here for Miscellaneous then. So first, we have Jalea Williams, who received an Academic Achievement Scholarship in the amount of $76,000 from Seattle University. Let's give him a round of applause. Next, we have Savannah Jones, who also received an Academic Achievement Scholarship in the amount of $100,000 from Seattle University. I know her. Next, we have Jamie Bartlett, who received both the Dean's Scholarship for $7,000 and the Women of Excellence Award for $5,000 to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University for the next 4 years. Let's give her a round of applause. And finally, we have Jada Timmer, who received a 4-year academic scholarship totaling $152,000 over her 4 years. Nice. Congratulations to all of you. Good job. All right. So next, I'm going to bring up Christine Del Pozo.
Will the following students please make your way to the right side of the stage? Natalie Alexander, Paige Almanza, Ava Cook, Baylor Hessel, Matlin Miller, Hannah Peterson, Kristen Ronning, Jada Timmer, and Emma Floyd.
And if we could have Mrs. Coombs and Mrs. Eichler up to help, please. This evening, it's my privilege to recognize students that fall within the top 10% of the class of 2022. But it's not just with Stanwood High School. This is in the top 10% of Washington State, and they also have to meet other requirements, such as getting a specific score on the SAT or ACT. So all of these students met those requirements and will be receiving what the state calls the 2022 Washington State Honors Award. First, we have Natalie Alexander. Ava Cook. Allison Dahl. Samantha Fozzard. Brant Gilbertson. Ella Hybe. Madeline Miller. Hannah Pedersen. Kristen Ronning. Gabriel Talbert Bunt. Jada Timmer. Let's congratulate these students again. This evening, we would also like to recognize those students who have achieved one of the highest GPAs available for students at Stanwood High School. So if we could go ahead and have all of our students up on stage. To start off this evening, we're going to recognize our salutatorian this year for the class of 2022, and that is Emma Floyd. And then for our valedictorians, first off, we have Natalie Alexander. Paige Almanza. Ava Cook. Baylor Hessel. Madeline Miller. Hannah Pedersen. Kristen Ronning. And Jada Timmer. And then we're going to have all of these students stay up here. We just want to thank all of our students for their hard work this evening, for being able to be recognized by our faculty here at Stanwood High School. You certainly have put in a lot of hard work and diligence, and we appreciate your efforts. This does conclude our celebration of excellence. Thank you.